So Celtic are leading Hearts at Tynecastle, but there's a very big moment to talk about in this first half. Almost in this very spot, Jamie Hamill handled the ball, penalty given. We'll talk with Michael and Peter in just a couple of seconds on that, but first, lots of European football to come this weekend on BT Sport. BT Sport 1 for Borussia Dortmund against Hamburg. That's today 5:30pm. Today 5:15 as well, Inter Milan against Juventus. And then tonight, 7:45, this of interest to Celtic fans, Torino against AC Milan. Neil Lennon and co are heading there straight after this game to take stock ahead of the Champions League encounter. And AC Milan are in fact taking stock here today. That's Emilio Del Veri, the AC Milan scout, chief scout, who is taking a peek at Celtic. Peter Grant and Michael Stewart are with us. Guys, lots to talk about, of course, and a big incident. We have to start there. For you, penalty or not?
I think it's a difficult one. Probably in the modern day game they're saying if it hits your hand it's a penalty kick. But I think it's very difficult. If you see he's facing the opposite way here, watch his arm, he's not seen where the ball is and it's hit his hand, so that's a difficult effort.
There's a bit of a tussle between I think it's Stokes and Hamill there. The guy's about a foot from the ball. It's almost impossible for him to be able to get his hand away from it. But to be fair, you can't take away from the strike first. I think it was Commons there with the penalty. It was a fantastic finish.
The big debate though, is he in an unnatural position, his arm, the way he's jumping? Can you jump without your hands up, Peter?
Well, I think he couldn't have done anything else. The only thing I would say is hit his arm. That is it, bottom line. But whether it's a penalty kick, look, he's not facing the ball. Look, it's very difficult. If I threw a ball to you and I tell you to fling your arm at it, you'd find it difficult to hit it.
But the thing is there also, it's because there's a tussle between the two guys. They've been wrestling with each other a bit, and that's why his arms have come up there.
It's a big call by the referee because it happened so quickly.
It is a very difficult call. I mean, it has hit his arm and the ball's deviated away from the goal, so you can understand why the referees maybe thought that it was, but on closer inspection I think it's not a penalty.
So Celtic 1 up, and then they thought they were 2 up as well when Anthony Stokes, who you've been really impressed with, thought he scores here, but actually offside. For you, Peter?
Well, I think his general play's been excellent, his movement's been excellent. You can notice where he's come in from the left-hand side. Borak's got in the centre. Anthony's always thinking there's probably typical striker instinct. You know, he's already on the move. I think he's onside.
You
I
do
think it's a goal.
any part of his body that he can score with if it's in an offside position.
By the time it leaves Stokes' foot, Commons' foot, he's moving as a natural.
Michael, you're laughing.
Surprised at that. We'll have an argument about that during the game.
You have been impressed by Celtic in the movement,
yes,
haven't you?
I think that Granny just touched on it there. Stokes is making some great movement away from I think we see it here. He's pulled off the centre half into a pocket area, which allows Commons then to run through the middle, and you see him getting on the end of the strike here. But that little movement there has created a problem for the Hearts midfield. Does he drop in and follow Commons all the way, or does he match Stokes?
And then Anthony Stokes as well, creating another chance, just shoots wide here.
Well, I think he's been outstanding in the game. As I say, his movement's been very difficult to pick up. His effort at goal was fantastic. But as I say, his natural play, him and Commons have worked really well.
And that's Adam Matthews' shot. He's come off injured. It's a blow for Celtic.
It is, because I think it's an unnatural position for him playing up a wee bit higher up the pitch and wide right. But he's done very well for them the last couple of games, and he'll be disappointed to have going off injured, especially with the Champions League coming during the week.
It was actually a great last-ditch challenge by Kevin McCarthy that when Matthews going through in goal, that eventually got him off injured. He'd been fouled before that as well, and you could see him holding his ankle. But if he misses that game or any time at all, that's a huge blow, because it seems to be working with him ahead of Lustig.
Yeah, I've seen Adam Matthews, who was down at Cardiff. He always had great energy, great legs, but I think he's had a great end product today. You know, he's worked really well in the position, and he gives Celtic a good balance to the side. And as I said, they've got a lot of energy in the wide areas, and I think that's a big blow to them, and it's who they replace him. But in saying that, Samaras will give Hearts a different problem now.
Okay guys, great stuff. Second half is on its way. Plenty of talking points as always. One massive one. Jamie Hamill, for the second time in a couple of weeks, is involved in a handball incident. Chris Commons, the scorer.